What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kid Smooth from the official WeGameHere.com with a podcast with my right hand man E-Rock 8150. Let's do it. What's up, man?
Hey guys, how you doing? This your boy E-Rock 8150, the Don King of Xbox, representing extreme Xbox gamers. Guys, it's great to be here.
All right, this is another episode of the Let's Talk Games podcast. We talk games, we talk everything, current events, consoles, whatever. There's a lot of things happened. We weren't here last week, but you know what I realized, E-Rock, today? Finally, in a while, we're actually on schedule. At least our shows typically take place on a Saturday, and for the last, I think, 2 times that we did it did not take place on a Saturday. So it feels good to be at like normal time, normal day for the podcast. So
hey man, life's been intervening, man. You know, Kid Smooth got family and kids, man. I got work. I got a girlfriend now, amazingly. Life's been intervening, man, you know, but we're going to try to get these podcasts back on schedule if we can, and hopefully get some good guests up in here, and eventually one day get back to our developer interviews, because Jerry and I was just saying how those were some of the best shows that ever happened for Let's Talk Games, man. Those were some fantastic shows. So we're going to try to get back to that one day.
Yeah, hopefully, reach out to Micah when his game. I'm pretty sure he's working on another game. Hopefully, and then of course it's great to have Jay on here. I can't wait to until his game comes out. Gear Gauntlet and whatnot. So
we got to get Jay back. You know, somebody kind of stole him from us. We got to get him back, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fire any shots out there. You know, that's another show, but another podcast stole him from us. We need you back, Jay.
Yeah, so it's like I said, there's a lot of things going on. Actually, if you missed my video, for those who are just tuning in, I did just put out a video saying regarding exclusives. It's titled all exclusive matter, no matter the duration, no matter the platform. So watch it, like it, share it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you like it, hit the like button. But just to get into the start of the podcast, it's Saturday, it's the weekend. You know what come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday brings. We're headed to Gamescom.
Yes.
Gamescom. Phil Spencer is on a plane headed from China to Germany. Gamescom's about to start. It feels good. Gaming event to see some more new games, to see some more exclusives, to see some more just games, fresh new content to be excited for. Man, I'm looking forward to Gamescom. I know we talked a little bit about it a couple weeks ago, but we're this close. So I definitely want to talk about what we're expecting from the show. I believe somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it is you can be watching it Tuesday morning is it 9 a.m.?
I think, did it say 9 a.m.?
If you're watching it East, I don't know if was that specific time, Pacific time, but I believe it's Tuesday. Either way, if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, I got either day off, so I can't wait. But I'm gonna look up some more details on that, or somebody can probably verify that in the comments. People tend to do that, so that would be good if they can let us know. I believe it's Tuesday at 9 a.m. I'm pretty sure it's the time. The actual time is later, obviously in Germany, that it takes place. But I think we'll be able to watch it or stream it on our Xbox One or from Xbox.com on Tuesday at like 9 or 10. But I could be wrong. So hopefully I'll get that correct information for you guys soon. Now, we have Phil Spencer came out in an interview, and he says he's not going to be he's not looking to really invest in third-party deals like how they did heavily with the Xbox 360 with all the third-party content, and you can see it's evident now. A lot of the third-party content marketing deals and the exclusive for third-party content has been really a PlayStation, with Destiny, with Call of Duty this year. They have Batman, and it's so we're gonna see so the PlayStation 4 is actually going to be more honestly a replica of with the Xbox 360 in terms of that third party content and the games that they'll be getting. You know,
Right.
won't be a lot of exclusive, but it will be a lot of marketing deals in terms of some of the biggest third-party games. And I think I don't think for anybody to say that it's bad for Microsoft to do that or it's bad for Xbox One is stupid. It's dumb because people are assuming like, oh, we're not going to do third-party deals like we did before. They're assuming they're just going to stop getting third-party games, and that's not the case. There's not going to be any exclusive marketing deals. So no more, like say for example, there's going to be a lot less timed exclusive on Xbox One games. There's going to be a lot less exclusive map packs for Xbox One games. So they're going to get every game. There's not gonna be any special promotional deals with them. It's just gonna be PlayStation this time around. I'm hoping what Microsoft, I guess, is trying to be the successful Nintendo. Push out all your first parties and still get the support of third parties without investing all your bucks into third party deals that aren't really benefiting your console like that. So I mean, and that's cool. And a lot of people will damage control it. A lot of people is gonna look at it, ignore it, and say, oh, that's stupid. You know, third party represents all gaming. But with, like I said, people with selective listening, they will only hear no support third party. They assume that they don't want third party games, and it's not the case. Microsoft is not doing no more Call of Duty deals. That's what we to dumb it down for people. No more Call of Duty deals from Microsoft. But what's your take on that, E-Rock?
Yeah, to dumb it down for IGN, because that's all the deal here. That's all of that. That'll be their big takeaway and their big report. Oh, no more third-party deals. Microsoft is done. For my take on this is, and I can hear all the Sony fans now, oh, you two Xbox, you're damage controlling. Because like you said before, man, a lot of people out there have selective hearing. Me personally, when the Xbox One launched, and they got out of the gate with that bad start, with everybody making a big deal about DRM and making much ado about nothing. It was much ado about nothing. I had said to myself, I said, I am hoping that Microsoft takes this opportunity to become Nintendo, since Nintendo themselves aren't even Nintendo anymore. And what I mean by this, Kid Smooth, is, yeah, Xbox One is still going to get the Call of Duties. It's still going to get the Tom Clancy games. It's still going to get the Maddens and all of that stuff. But I wanted them to focus on first-party games, and I haven't been disappointed. I wanted games on my console like Sunset Overdrive. I wanted games like Forza Horizon. I wanted the next Gears of War, the next Halo, and this game Record. It looks really, really good. I wanted Microsoft to really focus on their first party games, to really just experiment with what they could do with these first party titles, to bring back Crackdown, to bring us things we've never seen before, like Quantum Break. So I'm not really heartbroken about no more exclusive deals for Call of Duty. This was the very thing that last generation y'all hated. Everybody hated that. Oh, why is Microsoft always got to have the exclusive deals? Why do they have to have the extra semi-automatic for Call of Duty? It's corny, it's corny, it's corny. But now that PlayStation has got that exclusive deal, you're going to see everybody hype it up, especially IGN. I think it's a good thing that Microsoft is trying to get away from that and do something different. You there, Jerry? Uh-oh.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. No, I was just listening to what you were saying about the whole the whole Call of Duty. The crazy thing about Call of Duty is I've been a Call of Duty hater for a minute. So is that the same people I've seen, talk shit on Call of Duty. The same people I've engaged in conversations making fun of Call of Duty are now like this year. They love it now. Call of Duty, I can't wait to get back on there.
They love it now.
Can't wait to get back on there. Oh yeah, we're gonna. The Black Ops finna be a beast and stuff like that. But when it was known as an Xbox game or casual game, it was like, all you got is Call of Duty and Madden and stuff like that. So it's just like the consistency is there, but it's cool because last year and the year prior and years before, people didn't appreciate these marketing deals or these third-party deals. And now that Microsoft has backed off on that, they will now, because another publisher, Sony, has picked up on it, and Sony has a way with getting people to like things. So if you didn't like third-party deals and Call of Duty before, you will like them now. And that's there. I just can't wait to see what happens and see how it sells, see how big of a difference it'll make. I want to see how the Xbox camp will respond to it as far as sales go. I don't know if it's Call of Duty is going to be a big seller on the Xbox One platform this time around. Do I think so? Of course it is, regardless of DLC. I think it's going to still sell. You know what I mean? Me personally, I haven't made up my mind if I'm getting it yet. Like I said, the only shooters I only think I'm going to be playing on my Xbox for the remainder of the year will probably be Halo 5 and Gears of War. I think those are the only really shooters I think I'm going to be spending my time on. Like I said, unsure about Battlefront and Rainbow Six Siege. Those are games that it depends. It really all depends. I gotta see a little bit more on those. But as far as Call of Duty, if I do get it, I want to get I want to get it on a PS4 only because it will, like I said, for the fall time, it will give me something popular to play.
Something to play on the console, on
the PlayStation. So but the thing is, but then you get into that point. I got too many friends that are on Xbox that's I know going to get it, even though I don't like the game like that. They're going to get it, and I get invites. I still right now get invites for Advanced Warfare. Sometimes I only play it if I get invited to play with friends. Otherwise, I'm not dying. I don't go in and hop in to play that game like a lone wolf at all. So that's why we're Black Ops 3 is one of those. I don't want to get it, but I got to see what my friends are doing. If they're all going to be buying a game, I may pick it up. I may not get it day one. I'll probably get it maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks in. Who knows? So I'm thinking about it.
I don't know, man. I had the last Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I got it basically because it was, the true next generation. I know people are tired of that word. It was the true current generation version of Call of Duty. They had an interesting premise, a good story with Kevin Spacey as the bad guy, and the exosuits and all of that. But to be honest with you, and I can hear the people out there now saying, "Oh, you're just trying to downplay Call of Duty, Xbox." Well, why are y'all up playing Call of Duty all of a sudden? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Call of Duty for me, it hasn't been good since Modern Warfare 2, and I think that was back in 2009. That was really the high watermark for Call of Duty. So I mean, if folks are excited for it, I might check it out, but it's not going to make me or break me, man. If you have an Xbox One, what's on your calendar this November. It's Halo 5. That's all that's on your radar right now. So I could really care less about Call of Duty, to be honest with you, Kid Smooth.
All right, now, do you feel it's pointless for publishers like the big body publishers like Microsoft and Sony to partake in like third-party deals? And here's a weird thing about it, especially it gets iffy, and this is where I don't get. If I'm Sony, I don't do deals with EA, third-party deals with EA. The only reason why I wouldn't do that because I shot myself in the foot with EA Access.
Yeah.
Because EA Access, it makes it so weird. Okay, so all right, so PlayStation I think has the marketing deal with Battlefront, correct? And they have it with what's the other game that they had it? Is Battlefront the only game they have the marketing deal with?
Don't they have some kind of marketing deal with Batman Arkham, the last Batman game?
Yeah, but that's not EA. That's not. Okay. I'm just trying. I know there's another EA game coming. Either if it's not coming this year, Mirror's Edge, whose market has that marketing deal? Maybe nobody has that. But for example, with Battlefront, that's definitely Sony's market. They're getting a custom console. They're getting marketing rights. But the crazy thing is, the first place you can play it, you get to play it first on Xbox, and that's where I'm like, it's weird. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, so they have the marketing deal, but the true perk of, honestly, the true perk of anything, if I get to play the game early, that trumps any other perk. I don't want a statue.
Right.
I don't want a
Right.
sticker. I don't want little toys to come. Like, I don't buy collector's editions that come with little toys because honestly, I'm not gonna play with them and I'm not gonna model them anywhere. So I just really want the game. So if I could play the game, it trumps any marketing deal. You know, I don't care how it shows up on ESPN or Nickelodeon, you know, in commercial breaks and stuff like that. If you're telling me I could play it 1 week earlier before anybody else because I have the Xbox, then that's my deal breaker. And then the crazy thing is about Star Wars Battlefront, and thanks to EA Access, because I'm so on the fence with that game, I won't make my decision on that game until after I get through the early access. Once I get through the early access, I'll make my decision if the game is worth keeping or not.
Right. I won't make my decision until I read the reviews. And by reviews, I mean the reviews from several YouTube sources, because I don't go by IGN or GameStop anymore. GameSpot, whatever the hell they're called, GameStop, whatever.
E-Rock, I've been meaning to ask you this. I got to check out I got to check out your video a little bit of it. But your video actually been making the runs around. Like, people had a lot to say about it, whether they disliked it or not. But where did this come from? What's up? What's your beef with GameSpot and IGN?
My beef with GameSpot and IGN it's my beef that I had last year. It's my beef that I had since 2013, and it's the beef that's really been gaining heat. Really this year. And if you notice, today, a YouTuber named K Mega, you know, shout out to him. He made a video about it. It was just titled differently. Dealer Gamers made a video about it. Crack Gamers made a video about it. I think the Anchorman made a video about it. Blackie Lebowski made a video about it. So we're all delusional. We're all just imagining that there's this bias. And the thing about the bias is the IGN isn't even trying to hide it. Where this came from really was the announcement 2 weeks ago about Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, coming to the other platforms, the PC and the PS4. And basically the crew there at IGN saying, well, you know, looks like Xbox owners will be...
Sorry.
So will be...
Go ahead.
Xbox owners will be beta testing the PlayStation 4 version. And it's like, dude, really? Then in another review or video, they were talking about PlayStation 4 sold 25 million, and well, you know, Xbox One, it could still cook your toast and make your orange juice. And you know, I'm like, dude, like, this is what you guys get paid for? I mean, yeah, great. I understand. First of all, congratulations to Sony for selling 25 million consoles, if those numbers are correct. Because before
it shipped 25 million.
Yeah, it shipped 25 million because before all of the haters come at me, damn it, I wish that OneUp.com did not take down their servers so people could look at my old articles at that site, my old blogs at that site, which were kind of fanboyish and Xboxish. But I said, when it comes to Sony, never listen to their numbers. But if they did ship 25 million, that's congratulations. That means that the console business is robust. But that's no reason to take a shot at the Xbox. All I'm saying is that IGN, you guys get paid. GameSpot, you guys get paid to be journalists. You get paid to be impartial. You get paid to report the news. You get paid to report what's going on in the world of consoles. And lately, I've noticed that YouTubers like Kid Smooth, Darian is Kings, the guys at We Game Here, the guys at Extreme Xbox Gamers, Crap Gamer, whether you like them or don't like them, Dealer Gamer, these guys are doing a better job at reporting the news unbiased than these major sites. And these guys are getting paid. They're getting paid a salary. So basically with Ryan McCafferty, who's supposed to be IGN's Xbox guy, he's a tool. These guys are getting paid Basically, they're stealing Ziff Davis's money or whoever's in charge of IGN, whoever the parent company is. They're stealing. They're getting paid each week to come in and basically do. No matter what the story is, Kids Move, they're getting paid to do a commercial for PlayStation. Even more heinous is now. I didn't see this interview. They said that Ryan McCafferty did an interview with Phil Spencer not too long ago, and he mentioned about how PlayStation 4 was on fire, and Phil just looked at him like, "You fucking dick." Like, Phil Spencer, I haven't met him. I wish I could meet him one day. He's one of the nicest guys. Microsoft is going out of their way to be nice and give perks to GameSpot and IGN, free consoles, free games before anybody else, free this, free that, free press passes to E3, which I would kill to go to. And you guys are being dicks and you can't report the news. And before you PlayStation fans say, well, that's how the media treated PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 deserved a lot of the ire it got from the public, but it was never done like this. It was never so blatant. It was never so just out there. And my thing is, we all need to stop, just unsubscribe, stop going to IGN. They used to be the authority, but I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a changing of the guard, new management, new staff, but that place is just, oh my God, it's just yellow journalism at its finest. And every time I hear one of their reports or hear their reviews, it just sickens me. So that's where I'm at right now with IGN, dude. I want them to go away, and I want people to support YouTubers like Kid Smooth, Dealer Gamer, and the rest of these guys, because they are now your only source to get fair and unbiased news. And I know somebody's out there snickering and laughing, but it's true. You can no longer trust the opinions of NeoGAF, IGN, or GameSpot.
Yeah. Like, you already know my opinion on the whole media and how I feel, biased or not, or questionable. Even if it's not biased, I mean, there's a lot of questionable posts. I did a video. I don't know if you've seen my last video.
I saw your last video.
When I screen capped the post from GameSpot, and a lot of people were like, "Oh well, the main competition is Xbox and PS4." I was like, "Well, wouldn't that be disrespectful to like Nintendo to just completely leave them out of it?" Like, it says, the thing is, Capcom, and it's like they misconstrued people's words. So, for example, Capcom releases their sales for to show what platform people are buying their games for. So obviously PS4 was leading the sales. But the problem was, to the average person would think it would the subtitle says PS4 beats Xbox One and Capcom sales charts. But from the average reader, if I didn't know any better, I would think, oh, they just released Xbox and PlayStation 4 is like sales chart, like hand in hand together. So let me check it out. I check it out, man. This list is about freaking 7 platforms long. You even have the PS2 listed. Like, anyway, I was like, wait a minute. So not only is the Xbox, the PS4 and Xbox One's on this list, but the PS3, the 360, the Wii U, the Wii, the PC, and the PS2 is also on this list with documented numbers. I was like, the PS2 didn't just beat the Xbox; it beat every other console that's on this list. I was like, why not just say PS4 leads all? It would still get you hits because it has the word PS4 in it. You're still gonna get hits, but you had to put beats. It has to beat Xbox One, even though it wasn't a comparison chart for just Xbox One. It was a chart of overall like game softwares for Capcom. So I wasn't trying to say like that was a bias for them. I just thought it was clickbait material, and it was stuff to help fuel fanboy wars, because like otherwise I didn't see why it was necessary. I would have, if it was me in control of that article, I probably wouldn't have got as many hits, but I would have just said PS4 leads all in Capcom sell charts, because it's true. PS4 leads all in Capcom sell charts. You know what I mean? But it would just, I don't know. I looked at it and I just thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious how they had it, how they put it. But in regards to like the PS4 selling 25 million or shipping 25 million. We all know they got like over 20 million sold at some point. Honestly, I really don't care, but people will walk up to you and tell you, you care, you have to care. This is why, because more sales equals more games. And I understand that, but let me take a moment. Okay. I'm going to repeat what I said last time. People assume because the PS4 is selling at a historic pace, they assume the Xbox One is selling poorly. If you were to go back and you tell me Xbox 360 2 years in with similar numbers or less, was the Xbox 360 selling poorly then? Probably
No,
not. No, it
yeah,
wasn't looked at as poorly, but the Xbox One looked at as poorly because PS4 is selling at a historic pace. So everybody, all right, we don't know, somewhere between 13 and 15 million is the failure in less than 2 years.
yeah, that's just crazy.
How?
That's just crazy.
It's
That's just
it
crazy.
like I said, the PS4 is doing crazy numbers. They're going to surpass. It's going to surpass the PS2. I wish it had the type of games the PS2 had,
I
but
know
it
that.
doesn't. But it's going to surpass the PS2 in sales, and that's just happening. That's what's going to happen. No problem. But the thing is, people, what I don't understand about what fanboys do and what the media outlet do, they don't celebrate what the PlayStation is doing historically. It's like, okay, PS4 is selling, we're great, but it's always look back to Xbox having trouble, Xbox this, Xbox that. I'm like, why not just celebrate the damn console selling at its historic pace? Why is it everything gotta be pointed back to the Xbox? You know what I mean? The crazy thing is that the thing that bugs me is when I tell people sales don't matter to me. Yes, sales matter to Phil Spencer. Yes, sales matter to Microsoft, Sony. It has to, because they're selling the product. I'm not selling the product. I already bought my copy. I like, you know what I mean? Unless I mean, that money's not going back into me. And somebody tell, oh, it's an investment. It's not an investment. My Xbox is not going to buy me no damn house in the future. No, it's not going to make me retire any earlier. No, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, it doesn't matter to me like it matters to other people. And people are like, oh, it should matter to you because more sales equals more revenue equals more games and support. So you telling me that the developers are going to say, okay, we're not going to put our games on Xbox because they're only at like 15 million. So we're just going to put all our games on PS4 because they are 25 million.
That doesn't
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I can see if the Xbox One was under 1 million or some shit like that, where it's not even worth it. Or if they when I understand when games don't come out in Japan for the Xbox, because I think it will cost more to put it out on Xbox than to try to recuperate what's left of people buying it in Japan. Now, that would be stupid. So you're telling me people are only going to put games on the PlayStation, right? Because they have their large install base, and not put it on an Xbox, as if you got to. The thing is, what you have to think about this is that they're not going to just say, "Oh, let's stop putting our games on Xbox," because that is not only a fan base, that's an install base that you're eliminating yourself potential even of greater sales. You know what I mean? Everybody knows. I don't know how many PS. I don't care if there was 50 million PlayStation 4s on the market. Not one game on the PS4 is selling up to that potential. The most a game on the PlayStation 4 will sell will be maybe 3 million. Maybe 3 million is going to be a third-party game that sell 3 million. Your popular games like Grand Theft Auto, The Witcher, maybe Fallout. It's going to sell about 3 million. No game's going to reach that 10 million, that 15 million mark. No games on PlayStation actually does that. They'll cap out at maybe 1 million here, 1 million there, 2 million here. Your big games will do their millions because they're set out. Like Call of Duty will do its millions. It has to, But people talk as if because the Xbox One isn't selling historically like the PlayStation is, that they're just going to stop getting games. Like Madden's not going to come on it no more because it makes no sense. I was like, so I'm going to eliminate further potential. I'm going to eliminate further potential so I can maximize my potential on the PS4. It makes no sense. You maximize your potential by putting your console on every platform possible. That's how you maximize your potential, because everybody, even though the PlayStation 4 has a lifetime sales of 25.3 million. 25.3 million people don't own a PS4. They know that.
Yeah.
You're never going to get 100% install base unless you make some dramatic, epic game that's free to play. And it's legitimately free to play. You know what I mean?
And what's more disturbing is for 25 million shipped, or 22 million or 20 million sold, or whatever number they say is sold, that huge number isn't buying your games. Your biggest game, I think, was Drive Club, and it sold like 2 million copies. To me, that's disturbing. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Me personally, you know, as a pseudo journalist, I gotta admit, man, I have a history with PlayStation. I have fond memories of PlayStation. You know, if you heard this podcast or heard my videos, you know that I've had every PlayStation since PlayStation 1. Yeah, Xbox. I know you PlayStation fans, you ponies can't believe it. But yeah, once again, I've had every PlayStation since PlayStation 1. My last PlayStation was PlayStation 3. And I said when I saw the PlayStation 4 was revealed back in February of 2013, I said, is this it? I said, dude, no, I'm not interested. Show me something. Where's God of War 4? Give me a reason to get invested in it. And it still hasn't given me a reason yet. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Other people have bought it, like Kid Smooth, Crap Gamer, Zaire. A lot of people have bought it and they're enjoying it and having fun with it. My mistake was, Kid Smooth, I underestimated the emotional attachment that people had to that brand. And that's why it's selling. And I know people, just hear me out. I know people are going to say, oh, you're just making excuses, Xbot. Whatever. It's just my opinion. I didn't realize the emotional attachment people had to that brand. And it's cumulative. It's a cumulative effect that started back in 2006 when the PlayStation 3 came out and it was going to kill the Xbox 360 upon launch. And it ran smack right into Gears of War. And the rest was history. We can all admit now that the Xbox 360 was a crazy success and it basically bludgeoned the PS3. And if you're going to sit here and tell yourself anything else, you are not living in reality. The Xbox 360 bludgeoned the PS3. The PS3 stumbled out of the gate with a high price tag. It took a very long time for its exclusives to come out. How do I know? I had the console. I had a PS3 Fat. I bought it back in 2008. I had the one that came with the free copy of Spider-Man 3 on Blu-ray. So don't tell me that I didn't have a PlayStation. I remember all the constant updates and everything. So it was basically almost 8 years of constantly waiting, being disappointed. Some bright spots: God of War, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, Gran Turismo 5, and of course, it ended with that knockout punch called The Last of Us. But my PlayStation 3 experience, Kid Smooth, was just waiting. The majority of my gaming was on the Xbox 360. Now, hold on. So we get to E3 2013, and the Xbox One stumbles out of the gate with a high price tag and DRM, and boom, man, this is what everybody was waiting for. Also, the constant news that Sony's going broke, Sony's selling divisions, Sony's selling buildings, Sony's going broke. Dude, I had no idea the emotional attachment. So it looks to me like the media, the fans, I don't know what's going on, man, but there's like this mission to save Sony. And God bless them, man. I hope Sony stays in business. I hope they don't go out of business. I won't miss the Sony fanboys, but it seems like there's this mission. I mean, Kid Smooth, look around you, man. Look around you. And I'll end this long-winded tirade. Look around you, man. Every week, the Xbox One is constantly updating itself. We're getting great exclusives. Yeah, it's been dry the first half of 2015, but the rest of 2015 is an embarrassment of riches as far as games. On the PlayStation 4, crickets. Last year, crickets. How many times has PSN been down this week? Okay, you name it. Drive Club, games coming out unfinished, but it's okay because it's Sony. Microsoft finally gives you what you asked for: backwards compatibility. Oh, it's no big deal. I'd rather pay for a PlayStation Now and pay for a game that I played 8 years ago. It's like, dude, like I'm sitting here as a gamer in 2015 with my common sense cap on, looking at these motherfuckers like, are you serious? It's like Sony could commit vehicular homicide and kill a drifter and they get a free pass. Microsoft hands out free lemonade and someone will bitch about the lemonade being too tart. Jerry, I've never
no being too sweet.
you being too sweet. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And if BG Games were here, he'd say, "Well, no, bro, that's just your opinion, dude. Take off your rose-colored glasses, people. I have been around gaming for a long time. I was around for the Sega versus Nintendo wars. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. That got nasty, but this is different. It's like subverse. It's almost like I can't even explain it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in all my years of gaming, and it's unreal, dude."
Yo, the thing is, you mentioned like your experience on a PS3. I just realized all the games you were mentioning. I just realized that I'm pretty sure that happened with you between what 2006 and 2012.
Very good, man. 2008 to 2012.
2008, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I will now be getting that experience 2014, 20.
Oh my God.
No, really. That same experience. The Last of Us. Everybody thought it was a knockout punch, the greatest game ever. It had a great story, but I find the game totally boring. But I'm experiencing that on a. I feel like I'm happy I didn't buy a PS3. Only because
you didn't?
No, I didn't buy a PS3. And from the looks of it, I didn't need to because the PS4 is really kind of a successful PS3.
Right.
Because I'm getting all the games that you had, that was big deals are really coming out for the PS4. Last of Us, God of War. I mean, it doesn't change much either. Uncharted, you know what I mean?
There were long waits, but like when PlayStation 3, like back in those days, 2006 to 2012, basically, how can I put this without sounding crazy? The Xbox 360 was the PS4. It had all the third-party deals. It had its exclusives. But that was the Call of Duty machine. That was the Halo machine. PlayStation, you waited for those games to come out. But when they came out, I mean, I got to admit, man, when they came out, they were pretty awesome. MotorStorm was good. It set a high bar. Heavenly Sword, for those who remember Heavenly Sword was amazing. 2009 was the year the PlayStation 3 really got in its stride with Uncharted 2. That was amazing. But like the wait, I mean, the wait alone for Gran Turismo 5 was just unbelievable. They showed Gran Turismo 5 being demoed at E3 2005. We didn't actually play it, Gran Turismo Prologue, until what, 2008? And then we had the actual game in 2010. So there were these long waits. Meanwhile, 360 was just bringing it year after year after year. Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, Mass Effect, originally only on Xbox, BioShock, originally only on Xbox. So the whole thing about 360 being better than PS3, that was not a delusion. That really happened. But I'm looking at PS4 now, and I'm looking at you guys waiting, and I'm like, I don't want no parts of that shit, man. I'm sorry, it's just me. You know, Xbox, when they say something's coming out, it's coming out. You better bet your ass that Forza 5 is coming out. Excuse me, Forza 6 is coming out to September. You better bet your ass that they're not going to call us in November telling us the Halo 5 has been pushed back. Get out of here, man. That never happens with Microsoft. Okay, yeah, Quantum Break got pushed back, but that's more, less a Remedy problem than a Microsoft problem. Microsoft's shit always comes out. But you Sony, you guys waited for, what was that game that came out? The Order 1886? You waited for that game and it was garbage. And you know, as much as I joked about it, I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh shit. Like if you're a Sony fan, you gotta be cursing right now. You got to be.
like I said, we all knew about the order. See, I knew about the order ahead of time, but thing is, I was ignorant. I knew about the order ahead of time. The thing about me, I was really, really ignorant. I didn't want to believe it, and I was like, you know what? Nope. This is my PlayStation Gears of War. I didn't want to believe it. The Sony rep, he told me like, he told me he was telling me like, you know, the reactions from it. He was like, yeah, well, you know, but then he tried to like damage control and take back on what he said, and I don't know why, because I wasn't videotaping the dude or anything like that.
But didn't you call that 5 months before it dropped?
Yeah, I said it it was September or October when I said this, and the game came out in February. So like I said, but like, you know what I mean. But the thing is, I wanted to see for myself, and then once the story started to come out, I was like, you know what, I was like, but no, people can call me whatever. But as far as here's the one thing I did want to touch up on the sales, because don't, just to give you a warning or anybody else a warning, don't go to any gaming groups on Facebook or on YouTube out in that sales don't matter to you, even though if you're making it to you, because people will tell you sales equal games now and stuff like this. Now, here's the thing that I find funny, and this is where you kind of have to break down the logic. Now, Sony, Sega were in different scenarios. Nintendo had different scenarios. Sony in itself in different scenarios. Now you have Microsoft. If people, the things I hear down is this is Xbox last console, just like the OG Xbox. This is the Xbox last console, and though Xbox not going to get more games. Oh, sales equals games. I get it. But if console sales equal games, I'm not denying that it does, because what a lot of people are trying to tell me is that because the PS4 is selling so much, is that it's going to get a lot more games. Here's where I have to take a deep breath and pause. The PlayStation 4 is getting a lot of sales, but here's the thing: is the PlayStation 4 is selling as is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's selling without doing much. So the thing is, I'm a little optimistic if this console just gonna appear with a bunch of games. It may have a PS3 effect where in the last 3 to 4 years it'll start getting these bangers. But is it really? If they don't have to invest anymore, they're reaping benefits now. You know, they don't have to do what they did on the PS3 to get back on their feet. If you're just gonna buy it anyway. So the thing is, I'm looking and people tell me, "Oh, sales equals console." But I told this one dude, I was like, "Okay, so it's crazy. Yes, sales equals games, but the console that sold 25 million, I don't have no. To me, I don't have any good games for. But the console that sold almost less than half than that has all the games I want to play. Something's wrong with that picture." You get it? Something's wrong with that picture. Dude, if you're telling me that sales, you should care about console sales. You should care how much these consoles sell because they equals sales. So you're telling me, okay, I care about how much console sells, but yeah, it's been 2 years, right? Maybe almost 2 years. PS4 has been the leader the whole 2 years, and it generated nothing. All it generated was a vote feature on what's the next free game is going to be, which I'm not going to downplay that. That is cool. I mean, they're going to give you like $3-5 games to choose from, but it's still a cool option to see. Hey, these are the options of games that are becoming available, and you get to vote to see which one you want to be free. I think first one's going to be the first free one. I think the second one, is the second half free one, and I think the third one goes on sale. That's a cool feature. I mean, I can't lie. That's a dope feature. You know what I mean? But like, I just think people are speaking freely. Is like, the thing is, we have to. They say, yeah, sales equals more games, but does it really? Is these PS4s really going to generate more games, or are they going to just kind of generate lost income from Sony, if that's the case, or they're just making up for lost income? Why make up for lost income just to lose it again?
Dude,
I don't think it's going to generate into more exclusives. I don't think it'll generate into more cheaper third-party deals, because I think fucking Microsoft learned a lesson and gave the industry a warning. Hey, these third-party deals ain't worth it. So, like I said, I doubt Sony paid $50 million for Call of Duty. I think they paid less. So,
and you know what? Since you said that about Phil Spencer and Microsoft saying, you know, these third-party deals aren't really worth it. That is a story that no one will report. That is a story that you will not see on GameSpot or IGN. You won't see that. You will not see that. I mean, listen, I can't tell you how many times I've read a blog or been on YouTube and hearing people bitch about these third-party deals, and now Microsoft's trying to, you know, walk away from them, and you won't see it reported. You won't see anybody talking about it. But as far as the PlayStation, you know, once again, you know, congratulations on their milestone. But, you know, once again, not to sound like because I can already hear the comment section now. Oh, you guys are salty. Dude, I'm a grown ass man. Salty about what? It's video games. Okay. If I wanted to spend $400 for something that's going to collect dust in my living room, then I have the option to do that. I work. I have a job. I just need to know. I just wanted that one thing from Sony. I wanted to see God of War 4 with a new engine, Kratos just killing stuff, and maybe Kratos battling some different gods, maybe some gods from Norway. That's all I wanted to see to get me to invest in a PlayStation. But as far as why the PlayStation is selling like hotcakes, Get Smooth, I have no answers, dude. I have no answers.
The thing is, I don't care that it sound like hotcakes. You know what I mean? They both were, I expected, like, the thing about, here's the thing is, I thought, honestly, here's the thing is, believe it or not, I believe, even though I didn't do YouTube or anything during this time, I feel like during the 360 era, or just coming off the PS2 era, going into the 360 PS3 era, I feel like I was more invested into like the consoles and who came out with the better games.
Dude,
because I feel like
exactly.
it felt like it really, for some reason, I felt like it really mattered to me. So during like 2005, 2006, when the PS3 was looking like Spider-Man and stuff, like the controller, I thought the PS3 was going to kick the Xbox 360's ass like out the gate. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that thing's a beast. But the thing is, I didn't want the PS3. What made me not want the PS3 was because I just came off the PS2, and I just came off the PS2. The PS3, at the time that the PS3 was announced, we were, you know, maybe a whole year away. Xbox 360 coming sooner, and I was like, you know what? I missed out on Xbox. I missed out on Xbox Live. This is my chance to try to jump into that economy and then that ecosystem. So when I jumped in, I fell in love with it. And then when it was time for the PS3 to come out, I didn't need to buy a PS3 because bam, Gears of War, bam, Crackdown, bam, Mass Effect,
dude,
bam, BioShock.
Dude,
like it was like, oh crap, like I was running out of reasons to get one right away. So I didn't need a PS3 within the first 2 years, and then eventually I just let it. I didn't feel the need to have one at all because I lived on Xbox, and I was like, dude, if there's another Xbox, I'm getting it because Gears of War, Halo, and Xbox Live. I don't get X. I was like, it was just like, it was just great. Now the PS, and the thing is, I was like, because I was at the time that during the Xbox days, Xbox and GameCube days, I hated Xbox because I thought the shit was too big and I was afraid of it. And all the thing I wanted was, I like my PS2. I was like, I think PS2 has the better games for me, and then the GameCube, because my love for Nintendo at the time. So, but when the 360 came out, it was just like, it was completely different. I didn't hate the PlayStation when the 360 came out. What turned me off about the PlayStation 3 was, one, it was $600, and I didn't want to sell myself short and buy the $500 model because when the 360 came out, I didn't sell myself short and buy the model. I bought the 20 gig model at $400. So I was like, okay, and I was like, $600. Man, I could at 17, I couldn't picture spending $600 on a PlayStation because every console I had, you know, was never that much. So now when it came to the Xbox One, they both came out a week apart from each other. Now I already said I was getting Xbox One first because I was on the system that I was hooked, I was connected, you know, and I was like, I was not disappointed in my experience. So I was like, it's just going to carry over. I was like, it's easier at this point. It would be easier to go from Xbox 360 to Xbox One. It wasn't easier to go to PS2 to PS3. You know, it was completely different. So now, like, if now I'm going for people who are PS3 to PS4, that's an easy transition.
Yeah, see,
transition PS3 to PS4, but Xbox 360 to Xbox One was a no-brainer for me. But the thing about the PS4, to get back to the point, was that I'm not surprised that it's selling like hotcakes because the PS3 was supposed to do what the PS4 is doing, but they failed because it came out a little bit too late. It came out too expensive, and nobody wanted to develop games for it because it was too complicated. And they never achieved 120 frames per second and whatever resolution they were talking about back then when they were showing those crazy demos. But the PS4, here's the thing: it was the PS3. The thing about the PS4 and what made the PS4 like big and like over the excitement. You had the Xbox One screw up their reveal, which I didn't think was a big deal, but it was a big deal for public opinion. The thing about the PS4 that got people excited about the PS4 is because the PS3 had so much that needed so much improvement.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much wishes. Oh man, I wish the PS3 did this. PlayStation 4 didn't have to do anything dramatic. So PS4 came out, you drop the 3, put the 4, and fix all the issues the PS3 had. That's all you, and boom, you already have like, okay, and now the price isn't ridiculous. It's now a $400. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad for a new console. It's not bad. So you got the price, you got the improvements that you wanted, and then you got the games that they showed. Even though the games that they showed were multiplayer, they were showed on the PlayStation show. Kingdom Hearts, oh my god, PlayStation 1. You know what I mean? That I remember that in 2013 during the E3 showing. So that's why I wasn't I'm surprised. I wasn't surprised that it came out hot out the gate. I think my surprise is that it continued. That is still continuing, because I'm like, okay, when do they have to put out a hot game? And I'm looking at, they don't have to now. Really, there's no incentive. There's no incentive for them to do anything.
Oh, of course not.
You don't have to go to Gamescom.
No. I mean, at this point, why even go to E3 next year? Why bother investing in any more first party exclusives? Why do anything? Because people are buying the PlayStation 4. I have no idea why. And to finish what I was saying earlier, like, listen, guys, if you're going to college or community college and you're not that great at math, but you need 8 math credits, I can tell you how to get by that. I can tell you to take biology courses and chemistry courses, which has very little math, and that'll be your math requirement to get out of college. I can tell you how to get chicks. It's very easy, man. Get your gear game together, get your cologne game together. Stop playing the video games nonstop. Go to a bar, go out, get your ass out there. You'll meet chicks. I can tell you all of that shit, man. I cannot tell you why PS4 is selling, and here's why. When they showed the PS4 in February of 2013, yeah, I saw the next Killzone. Killzone, to me, I had Killzone 2. I bought it day one for my PS3, and it was banging. But Killzone was just never the Halo killer that Sony wanted it to be. I saw the indies. I saw Knack. Knack looked cute. And I saw Mark Cerny up there, who you haven't seen Mark Cerny since. They don't need him anymore. I saw Mark Cerny up there, and I saw him talking about, we're friends with the indies. We love you. Look at all these indies. And I said to myself, same blue color all the damn time. Same blue color over and over and over again. And then I saw Microsoft's presentation, and they showed Rise Son of Rome playing in real time. And then they showed Forza Motorsports 5. And then they just showed a pre-rendered video of Halo 5. And you just knew that one company was about the games and the other company, I don't know what they were doing. And as November 2013 rolled around, I had my pre-order in with Amazon, but my work had slowed up. So I couldn't fulfill my pre-order requirement. So I did not get a launch Xbox One like all you big name YouTubers like Kid Smooth did and Zaire did. And I was pissed, dude. All through all of that E3 shenanigans and all throughout all that, DRM and the purported, 1 million of us Xbox fans, we're going to go buy PS4s now because it's cheaper. Those words never came out of my mouth. I basically, without any money, Microsoft already had my $500 after showing me Rise Son of Rome, because Rise Son of Rome showed me that win, lose, or draw, whether or not Rise Son of Rome was a success or a failure. And Sunset Overdrive, they showed that too at E3 2013, a year before it came out. Microsoft showed me they were committed to games. And that's why you buy a freaking console. The last time I checked, Kids Move, you don't buy a console because your friend had it. Now, when the 360 came out, I can hear you PlayStation fans, why don't you guys buy 360s? Because of what Kid Smooth said earlier. Crackdown, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Gears of War 2, Project Gotham Racing 4, a masterpiece that a lot of you guys forgot about. BioShock, game after game after game after game. The PS4, dude, I'm literally hearing crickets. I don't know how many times I've heard Kid Smooth say, I haven't been playing my PlayStation 4. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, are you serious? You paid $400 for a paperweight? Dude, kid, I'm sorry, man. I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm missing something. One of you PlayStation fans in Kid Smooth's comment section, tell me what I'm missing. Convince me to buy a PS4, please. Maybe I'm missing something, Jerry. Help me out, man.
Honestly, it depends. Like it will be hard for anybody if you had an Xbox One this whole time and you've been enjoying, and you got your friends on Xbox in a certain games, depending on what your hobby is, it's going to be tough because it's just not the same. It's not the same. The social, even though they have like their online community is growing, the social ambition is not there yet. They still have like this kind of like dark, boring feel. As far as the games go, they get the same games, but then again, when you go game shopping, you're kind of like, if it's a multi-plat, you're like, damn, do I get it on a PS4 or do I get it on an Xbox? Because even when you buy single player games that aren't multiplayer on a game on Xbox, you still find yourself joining party chats and talking to your friends while playing a game. Whereas it's not like that on a PS4. I feel like I'm a complete loner when it comes to my PS4, and I mean, I'll join a party if somebody invites me, but I kind of just. And I find that the gaming options that are there, and don't let these people fool you when it comes to PS4 exclusive games, right? There's a lot of games that are on a PS4 that's not on Xbox, but a lot of these games are either on PS3 or the Vita, and they're not really like good. They're not. I'm not saying that they're not good, but they're not games to be bragging about. Honestly, I tried them. I played. Like let me explain.
I don't get it. Yeah,
I played. And people can, if they want to try to expose me, they can look at my gamer tag now. I played J-Stars. I thought it was a
J-Stars.
I thought it was an anemic version of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I played was it Arcadia? It's just it looked like a Vita game ported to the PS4, and it might just be that. I'm not sure, but I mean, I played through it. It kind of put me to sleep. It's just slow moving. It's like some RP. It was like, honestly, it looked like it's sad because people. It's like, I don't want to call it like The Witcher, but it's take everything you love about The Witcher and take it out The Witcher and lower the graphics by like several resolutions.
What about Resogun?
No, I ignored that. I wasn't getting games like Resogun and Flower, the overhyped games that aren't supposed to be hyped like that. But I did play Legend of K. I'm currently playing Legend of K, and like I said, I can only play it on a PlayStation platform. But I wouldn't care to play this game if it was on Xbox. It would get ignored. I'm only playing this because I was like, all right, I need something unique and see what this thing got to offer. Maybe I can do a review on it, and I'm just not like enjoying it like that. What else game did I play? Deception 4.
Deception 4?
Don't let that touch any PlayStation 4. I took that thing out my console so quick. I took it out of my console so quick. I was like, wherever this thing came from, go back. That game doesn't belong in America. I'm sorry.
Sounds like Steam. What the fuck is Deception?
It's Deception. So, those were the games I browsed through and I played some of them and I played with them like with serious intent. So I was like, now I can't play these underground games that a lot of people hype up and like as if they're the next greatest thing. I don't mind playing like a big a blockbuster or a commercial hit. Like I'm looking forward to Until Dawn. I was looking forward to The Order. I enjoyed Knack better than most of the games that I have on the PlayStation. I got Batman for the PlayStation. So like those those were like my better experiences on the PlayStation. But as far as if you have an Xbox now and you think about getting a PlayStation, don't do it, because at least not yet. Because what's going to happen is are you gonna force yourself to play even though you find yourself not playing. It's like, all right, I gotta get up and play, and then you do play and you're like, all right, I'm gonna try this game out. And I just been going through like games like, all right, I'm gonna try this game out. And then you're gonna get yourself in this position where you're actually going to you will appreciate games like Flower. You will appreciate games like Entwined, and you'll appreciate games like Hokum. Yeah, and Hokum. You'll appreciate those games. You'll like them because it's like I don't know. And I felt like okay, I like it, but the thing is, but the crazy thing is, if those games were on Xbox, for example, I wouldn't like them. I would not like them,
dude.
But because they're on PS4, I don't mind them. I wouldn't like Entwine and Hokum, and they're weird games that really aren't like worth much, but they're games that now you would like really enjoy. Rocket League, Rocket League would be good on any platform, like what on Xbox and PlayStation. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a good concept, fun concept. Finally, somebody step out the box,
okay,
and let you have fun. You know what I mean? Great concept. Rocket League, definitely. But remember, these aren't like system seller games. These are just games that you'll find in your console. Like, oh, let me try this. These aren't like games that's gonna make you. These aren't games that you spend $400 on.
I don't get it, man. If Jabari Clark or somebody can explain this to me, or the big homie, dude, I just don't get it. So you got to understand, the PlayStation that I remember, okay, God of War 3, the God of War 3 demo on PlayStation 3, the God of War E3 2009 demo was better than most full games. God of War 2, when you had the battle at Giant Colossus of Rhodes, that was badass. Hold on, dude, like, I just don't get it. That game, Twisted Metal Black on PS2 and PlayStation 1. That's what I'm talking about, man. And that futuristic racer from PlayStation 1. What the hell was that game called? If somebody in the comments section knows what I'm talking about, there was this futuristic racer on PlayStation 1. That shit was badass. Parappa the Rapper, the Tekken series. That's why we bought PlayStation, man. That's why PlayStation was cool. Crash freaking Bandicoot. Hell, I'll even go back a couple of years ago. Ratchet and Clank. That's why you bought PlayStation, dude. Those games. I don't know any of those games you just mentioned, man. Rocket League, Hokum. Oh my god.
No, they're just honestly those are the games that you settle for, but you'll end up appreciating or over time that on the PlayStation. But like I said, right now I'm playing like Legend of K. Google it. You'll find something. You play as a cat that knows kung fu. No. But it has a place. I'm pretty sure it has a fan base. A game like that. I mean, I like the soundtrack. It's a little. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's not a graphically impressive game at all either. So
basically, what Kids Move is saying that if you buy a PlayStation 4 right now, you're going to be settling. And I can hear you guys now. What's so great on Xbox, dude? Once again, Sunset Overdrive, one of the most original, most fun games that I've ever played that the media paid no attention to. The Forza series, dude.
Don't get me wrong. The thing that's keeping really PlayStation up is really the multi-plats. For example, if you take Xbox out of the equation, if I didn't have an Xbox, I would have a lot of games. I would buy multi-plats. I would buy the multi-plats would be there. So that's the thing. But when the problem is when you're a multi-console owner and you're kind of and I guess the same could be. I don't know. Maybe the same could be said for Xbox if you started out on a PS4 and then you didn't know what to play. But the thing is, those who say Xbox don't have any games for them, they choose not to, I guess, not. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to say that. For those who be like, oh, the Xbox, like say if you have a PlayStation, you have an Xbox, there's some people who be like, oh, I'm not going to buy that because it's an Xbox One exclusive. So there's people who choose not to play the Xbox One exclusive.
They're just therefore stupid,
limiting their library.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play PlayStation exclusive. I will get them. If I don't like them, I'll share that with you. But the PlayStation's exclusive that I did play, like I said, I reviewed Knack. I gave Knack a better score than most games. I reviewed Drive Club. I reviewed The Order 1886, and I think I gave them all fair reviews. I didn't overrate them, and I don't think I underrated any of them. I gave my honest opinion on them. So on the big releases that the PS4 dropped, I mean I did enjoy. They weren't like the second coming of anything or anything like that, but they were good enough. But we still haven't had that it factor. So, but the thing is, before we die, because I do want to get off this this whole stuff with the PlayStation, I do want to talk about Gamescom.
Yes.
Gamescom is, like I said, I think it's what, 3 days? Is it Monday to Wednesday or is it Tuesday to Thursday?
I think Tuesday
to Friday. I'm sorry,
Tuesday to Thursday. I think it is 3 days. Yeah, 3 days I think it is.
Yeah. All right. So the thing is, all right, Gamescom, we know Microsoft's gonna be there. Sony won't be presenting there, but they're gonna have a booth, but there's supposed to be this big Horizon reveal. For those who know, Horizon was at E3, was one of the best looking games at E3, was one of the best games PlayStation showed at E3. In my opinion, is one of the best games that they showed. So, and we all know it's gonna be an RPG. I don't think it's they said I think they announced that it's not gonna have multiplayer. But it looks good. Hopefully, they're going to show new gameplay. I don't want to see the same. If you show the same demo that was shown at E3, then I know that E3 demo wasn't live and it was pre-rendered and it was probably running on PC. So if they show me some new gameplay of the game, it'll give me more interest. And also, if they show new gameplay, it might make me believe that the game is coming a lot early in 2016 versus holiday 2016 or versus early 2017. Maybe it's coming sooner than we think. So Horizon is one of the games I'm looking forward to seeing at Gamescom. I may not see it on because they're not doing a big press event, so I might have to wait until GameSpot or IGN do a video, pretty much reveal gameplay video or something like that.
Pretty much filleted for like 30 minutes. Oh my god, it's the greatest thing we've ever seen in our lives.
But, so and the thing is, but that's if they go, because I thought once Sony wasn't going, I thought GameSpot or IGN or any of them wasn't going to show up to Gamescom. but as far as the things, I just really can't wait to see games like Scalebound. I want to see what that's about. I really want to see what that's all about. I haven't really gave Scalebound that hype yet because I haven't seen anything other than that trailer. Same thing with Phantom Dust. Even though I don't think Phantom Dust is going to be there, I think it's canceled. I could be wrong, but I think it's canceled. As far as Crackdown, I want to see Crackdown and see.
Yes,
I want to see how they push in this thing. I want to see that whole cloud computing thing. I want to see what it is. I want to see what it means. I want to see obviously Quantum Break. We know what it looks like. I want to see the progress, and I want a release date. I want to see the Halo 5 bundle. There's going to be a Halo 5 bundle. This is the only reason why I didn't pre-order Halo 5 yet, because I want to know what that Halo 5 bundle is going to look like, and I want to know what's going to include.
You know what's coming.
Yep. And I want to see. I got a feeling there's going to be a few more surprises. Like I said this a couple weeks ago. I still think there's going to be a Silent Hill announcement, and it's going to have that Tomb Raider effect where they announce Silent Hill exclusive to the Xbox One, and everybody's gonna ask,
"Oh, it's a time exclusive.
It's full exclusive," and it's gonna be this whole chaos moment. But
I'll wait for it to come on PC or that bullshit.
Yeah, it's gonna be that whole thing all over again if it's true. But I think they're gonna announce it at Gamescom, and if they're gonna announce it at Gamescom, and we just heard Phil Spencer saying no more of those big third-party like deals, then it will be a full exclusive. But this is just me. This is my guess. This is my speculating. This is not like confirmed information. I just believe they're going to announce Silent Hills at Gamescom. I think that's going to be one of the surprises. And also, I want a release date or a solid release on the backwards compatibility when we get the full, at least the first 100 games. I also want the Windows 10. When is that officially coming to the Xbox One? Because that's going to be a game changer.
That's going to be a game changer. And a game changer that no one will care about, but it'll be a game changer.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna do a lot of videos just showing it off. Like I can't wait. And then oh wow, it's August. It's August. Gigantic beta comes out this month. I'm gonna go hit up David Reed and see when this beta is actually gonna go live because I can't wait to play Gigantic. Nice. And I also said, and this is where people can call me out on my BS. I said that the Windows 10 the Windows 10 on Xbox One would be on Xbox One in August for the preview members. I said that, and so I got 30 more days to see if that's still going to be correct.
That'd be nice, man. That'd be nice.
Wow, but anything what you think is going to happen at Gamescom? What you expecting? What do you hope comes out of it?
Man, I want to see Crackdown. I want to see Crackdown being played. I would like to see Scalebound. I would like to see some more Recore. But Crackdown, man, and definitely Quantum Break, playable. You know, even though creative director Sam Lake over Remedy, he's hard to understand. It's like trying to have a conversation with Vlad the Impaler. But dude, I want to see Quantum Break being played. I want to see new gameplay. That game looks astonishing. But Crackdown. And for all of you who are saying that this podcast we had was nothing but bashing the media and talking about media bias, do yourself a favor. Come Saturday, if GameSpot and IGN aren't amped about Scalebound, about Quantum Break, and about Crackdown, and about Microsoft's showing at Gamescom, you will finally have your proof. More so than anything else we talked about this month, this year, last year, this week. Not this past E3, not this past year, nothing that Kid Smooth, nothing that anybody else has talked about on any YouTube channel. You will have your proof after this first week of August. You will have your proof Friday and Saturday. If IGN isn't through the moon about seeing Crackdown and seeing Quantum Break, you will have your proof that there's bias against the Xbox One, because those are two of the most original games other than Horizon on PlayStation 4. Those are two of the most original looking games I've seen so far. And how long have we waited for Crackdown? We waited a minute for Crackdown. And if they show it, oh my God, come on, Kid Smooth. Microsoft is bringing it, man. But, you know, I digress, man. It's about the games, people, not about the hype. It's about the games.
I really want Microsoft to give birth back to T Human. Make T Human challenge God of War. That was honestly, T Human was the kill zone of you know how Killzone was to Halo. T Human was that to God of War. It wasn't nowhere near on God of War's level, but you know, it was a good attempt. I'm just hoping they could just bring it back and do it right, man.
Y'all think this gaming competition now or something? This ain't nothing, man. This ain't nothing. What Kid Smooth was referring to is I forgot the developer's name. There was a game
Silicon Knights.
Silicon, damn, very good, man. Kid Smooth, you the man. You the man. Silicon Knights, Too Human. The game was futuristic, but it was also based on Norse mythology. Your hero had a big sword, and the game was kick-ass. The problem was that Silicon Knights had said it was going to be the beginning of a trilogy, and there was so much competition that year that game had came out. There was so much competition that they decided, you know what, we didn't make enough money to make a sequel to this game. Whereas now, you know, a sequel's coming out. There's going to be a Rise 2, whether you want to believe it or not. There's going to be a Rise Center Room 2. Hell,
I doubt it.
There may even be a sequel to the Order 1886. Is no games out here.
No. See, the Order. Now the thing is, the Order was supposed to be a trilogy. It was supposed to be Order 1886, Order 1887, and I think the Order 1888. They were always going to probably have like some sort of subtitling or something like that. So the Order was supposed to be a trilogy. Now it depends because of the backlash, because of Ready at Dawn going multi-plat now. Maybe Sony, I don't know if Sony owns the Order IP. They might have another studio do it, so it's still possible, but I don't know. But that was the original plan. It was supposed to be a trilogy.
Man, Kid Smooth went back to Too Human on this, man. That's wow.
Yeah, but I don't think there's going to be a Rise 2. If there was going to be a Rise 2, I would ask Crytek to put allow your character to pick up different weapons, allow your character to use 2 weapons, to allow your I want to fight two-headed dogs with snakes for a tail. I want to fight saber-toothed tigers. I want to fight the elephants. I want more things to do with my character. I want leveling different level ups and stuff like that. So make it enhanced. The story was fine. Like I said, I just felt like they really limited you. Change up the enemies. They had too many copy and paste enemies. But good game overall. I mean, there's a couple things they can fix. They got the landmark, but if they do it, I'll be looking forward to it. But I don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah,
because you know that's the only thing I would get mad at Microsoft about. Other than not bringing me Banjo-Kazooie, a new Banjo-Kazooie is dude, these you got these IPs, Microsoft, use them, bring back Banjo-Kazooie. The character Marius Damocles from Rise Son of Rome. You basically you have your answer to God of War. Now nothing can be as epic as God of War, but I mean, dude, why not bring Rise Son of Rome 2 out? Why not? You know, bring it, man. Shove those, be like Nintendo, man. Shove those games down your throat, man. Surprise us. Like with Nintendo. I mean, you may not think it's a Mario Kart 9 coming out, but it is. It'll be out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Gamescom is Tuesday. I don't know. I might be at it lone wolf. I might not even join a party. I'll just watch and just be in awe. I mean, E3, like I said, I was in a party. I don't know what people. I don't know if everybody. The schedule is different, you know, because it's like first thing in the morning. You got to watch this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Gamescom, honestly, I think is only an hour. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's 90 minutes. I don't think they're showing 90 minutes, but. I gotta see. Maybe I can watch last year's and see how long it was. But I'm just looking forward to a lot. You know, we know the big game, the new games that were announced at this year's E3 won't be at Gamescom. Like Recore won't be there, and that scared some people. People thought it might be maybe delayed and stuff like that. I don't believe it. I just think Gamescom and E3 was about 6 weeks away, and I feel like. I don't think there's nothing new they can show us. And I'm like, in that game, because they said spring 2016, people are assuming like March or April. When they say spring, I'm thinking the last day of spring possible, and that's like June, maybe to late June, like right before summer. That's what I'm thinking for Recore. I think Quantum Break would be like a February release. I think Quantum Break is coming between February and March. And, you know, I think this in 2016 will be the year Microsoft actually have games throughout the year versus just dominating the holiday season. I think they're going to save games like Gears of War and obviously Gears of War, Forza, and some other titles for the later in the year. Crackdown, I think, I'll be holiday 2016, and they'll have like some good options for the early part of the year and mid-year. So,
and see, that's the great thing about owning an Xbox One is you know, it's no question mark over there. You know these games are coming. You know there's like an excitement over here about Rise of the Tomb Raider. There's an excitement over here about Quantum Break and Crackdown. There's an excitement over here about the next Gears of War. There's an excitement over here about Quantum Break. Whereas over in the Sony camp, you know, you got Ratchet and Clank coming, which that's something to be excited about, and you got the next Uncharted, you know, which there's a question mark there because half the creative team is gone. But that really won't affect the quality of the game. But I mean, you know, if God of War was coming, man, I'd be excited. I really would, man. That everybody loves God of War. You can't find out one guy. I don't care if you're an Xbox fan, a Nintendo fan. You can't find out one guy that doesn't like God of War. And you know, Sony, come on, what's up, man? You know, somebody convinced me to buy a PS4. Do it. That's all I want.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to anything new to reignite. I don't know if you have you played War of Tanks yet?
War Tanks.
War of Tanks.
War of Tanks. Oh, World of Tanks. No, I haven't, man. I think I played that on the 360. It was free to play. It's all right, man. It's, you know.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's not my type. I try to jump in to play with it. I really have to take some time. Some of these games are just like World of Tanks. I mean, it's okay. I never played it during the 360 time. So I guess that's why a lot of my friends who are playing it now, they're like enjoying it and whatnot because they had it on a 360. They did ranked up and they're just earning extra achievements. Yeah, just like all right. I could care less. It's all right. I mean, I haven't really dove in it and put too much time in it. But so I'm guessing, like I said, I'm waiting for. I got my Rare Replay preloaded.
That's gonna be nice.
Just to give you a heads up, Iraq, Rare Replay it's just nothing but backwards compatibility, with the exception of the retro games.
Yeah.
All it does, like when I wrote an article and I shared this article, I don't know if anybody decided to read it or play it, but I was telling people that hey, just to give you a heads up that Rare Replay, those 10,000 achievements you might have already earned if you have any of those games on the Xbox 360, because all it does is just unlocks the 360 version for you.
Okay.
Now, like for example, like all those games on unlocked. So I mean, I'm gonna go back to Cameo because I think I only got like maybe 600 gamer score out of 1,000 in Cameo. I'm gonna go back to call a Perfect Dark because I do want to beat it in co-op on like the hardest difficulty again. So it's cool. And hopefully I haven't touched the multiplayer in a while. So I want to see if the multiplayer is still actually active. If it is, I'll be extremely shocked.
Right.
That was the case for Perfect Dark, but Perfect Dark Zero, that is. But that's really pretty much it. We're all looking forward to Gamescom. We told you about how we feel about the Xbox and the third-party deals. I'm happy for it, and to an extent because it's going to be more focused on exclusives and like their first-party work.
We told you how disgusted we are with IGN and GameSpot. So
yes. Well, E-Rock has this new level. Like I said, that video made its way. People heard you loud and clear. Like I said, like about the third party deals is that I don't think I actually benefited on any third party like actual, with the exception of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Well, that being time exclusive, I benefited because I'm buying it day one. But I'm talking about like game like map packs and exclusive marketing. If like the thing is about the marketing deal is that, for example, let's say I have an Xbox, and I don't care if Xbox markets Call of Duty. If I'm a Call of Duty fan, I'm buying it, and I'm buying it on Xbox because I have an Xbox.
Xbox Live.
You know, so it doesn't make any. So like for example, like stuff like EA Access, now that's different. You know, that it's not like what you call, like, I guess, third party deal. I don't know what kind of deal that was, but EA Access, that's the actual benefiting deal where you can you actually get something out of it.
That's a plus.
Yeah, whether it be a discount on your on certain games, access to free games, you know, those are the deals I don't mind seeing. You know, people will run around like, oh, I hate exclusives. Should be no such thing as exclusive. That's a lie. That is a lie. And I would like to close out on this is that I understand timed exclusives and DLC and stuff like that. Yeah. I can get. We really don't need any of that, like exclusive DLC. But when it comes to exclusive games, you do need that. And because what people forget is you need something to identify it. When you think of Nintendo, you think of who?
Mario.
When you think of PlayStation, who do you think of? It probably changed over the years, but who do you think of?
First Crash Bandicoot, and now Kratos.
And when you think of Xbox, who do you think of?
A Master Chief.
Yeah, see?
And Marcus Phoenix. Damn.
Yeah, you get any of the. You need something to identify that console with. There's got to be a marketing dial. So people may complain that there's been 50 plus Mario games, you know, and he never gets old. And people are going to be complaining that Halo's been made too many times or it's been milked. But you need your flagship. You need your logo, you know. So that's why exclusives do matter. I don't want to say, oh, there should be no exclusive. There's got to be exclusive. There's always got to be exclusive. I think every console should have an exclusive in every category. I think you need the console should have an exclusive in shooter. A console should have an exclusive in action games. A console should have an exclusive in platforming, racing, and sports. There should be in RPG. There should be an exclusive in every category.
Or else, what's the point of there being different consoles? It might as well just be one damn console. Why?
Yes.
You know, come on.
But that's all we got. You guys may have agreed, you may have disagreed, but let us know in the comments below. And that's all we got for you this weekend. Otherwise, we'll talk to you guys after Gamescom. You guys know what to do. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this podcast, or if you didn't, you can hit the dislike, or you can ignore it altogether. Make sure you check out my latest videos. Make sure you check out the official WeGameHere.com for the latest content and updates. And if you ever want a game with the best bot, add me on Xbox Live, gamertag Kid Smooth, exactly as you see it on my channel. Or if you want to play with me on PlayStation so I can stop being bored, you can add me on the PlayStation ID. It's Kid Nerd Smooth. And that's all I got for you guys. As I always say, E-Rock, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We are out.